33 days since Kimi Antonelli took the checkered flag at Suzuka, F1 is back for the Miami Grand Prix. Due to the cancellation of the Bahrain and Saudi rounds, teams have had a nice long gap between race weekends, and consequently, they've brought all the upgrades to Florida. This being a sprint weekend, the drivers just had a single session to get to grips with the new bits. Antonelli is on a hat-trick this weekend, having won the last two Grand Prix in China and Japan. The Mercedes man skipped the turn 14-15 chicane early in this session and later when bouncing over the curbs at the same spot. And the Italian driver was perturbed by a weaving Lance Stroll on one of his fast laps.
What is he doing?
Ask him, he's on an out lap.
Yeah, but he was waving in front of me.
Yeah, I saw.
Silver Arrow teammate George Russell was having technical issues early doors.
Check turbo.
Copy that, we're checking.
It's making a noise like a bit like a steam train, like I don't know exactly what it is or where it's coming from.
The Briton, currently second in the drivers' standings behind Antonelli, had a full-on lock-up later at turn 1.
The track does dip down just a tiny little bit there, and floor bottoms just takes a little bit of that load off both front tires. Double lock and then relocks the inside front.
Right behind the Merc men are Ferrari, currently second in the Constructors' battle and third and fourth in the individual championship. Charles Leclerc with the intra-team bragging rights. Lewis Hamilton had a moment at turn 11, going deep into the runoff after a snap, but keeping clear of the barriers, and later had a big lock-up at turn 1. The 7-time champ said he worked very hard during the enforced break and feels fired up for what he calls a second stab at the season. But the fastest man on track in Miami practice was Leclerc, his time of 1:29.310, almost 3/10 quicker than anyone else. It was 2 years ago at this very venue where McLaren arguably began their recent dominant form, a slew of upgrades upsetting the status quo. The Papaya team have been on the back foot so far this season and will be hoping that recent innovations will prove fruitful. Lando Norris had a moment going through turn 17.
Goes loose as he gets up onto that curb, and then he just thinks, stuff it. Let's just see what happens if I drill the old right foot down, and that's what happens.
And in the dying minutes, the Briton was forced to bail out of a fast lap at the same spot when Alex Albon's Williams loomed. He also locked up at turn 1, a bit of a scrappy session for the defending champ. The Racing Bulls engineers were sporting their spring collection, resplendent in tropical yellow shades, as were the V-Carbs, reskinned for this weekend. Arvid Lindblad suffered a huge lockup at turn 1 on more than one occasion. The rookie hasn't run a car at this circuit before, so understandably took a while to get his eye in.
That was really weird. I don't know if I had an issue with my brake test.
Nico Hülkenberg had a big lockup at turn 1 and later seemed to block Hamilton on a fast lap. Audi teammate Gabriel Bortoleto misjudged the entry speed at turn 11, a slight lockup seeing the Brazilian driver taking a very big loop through the very generous margins this circuit has around the more technical sections. One more change to mention in the Audi backroom. Former Toyota Formula 1 driver and 3-time Le Mans winner Alan McNish has moved into the racing director role with the German team to run concurrently with his duties as head of driver development. The turn 14-15 chicane proved problematic for quite a few drivers. Esteban Ocon was one, Pierre Gasly another. Alex Albon didn't want to be left out, and even 4-time world champion Max Verstappen joined in the fun. Aston Martin and engine partner Honda have been concentrating on solving the vibration problems during the break. That is according to 2-time F1 king Fernando Alonso, who suffered a lockup at turn 1. Teammate Lance Stroll, having previously upset Antonelli by his track positioning, also felt the ire of Sergio Perez, the Cadillac man effusive in his opinions.
Tell Stroll to look at his mirrors.
Copy that. Yes, that's on them.
The American team have added some stars and stripes to their livery for this race, the first of 3 home Grand Prix they'll enjoy in their debut season. Valtteri Bottas had a big lockup at turn 1. The 10-time F1 race winner is due to make his 250th Grand Prix start on Sunday. So, as the teams prepare for sprint qualifying, the practice standings look like this. Leclerc was fastest, then came Verstappen, Piastri, Hamilton, Antonelli, Russell, Norris, Gasly, Hadjar and Sainz. P11 for Colapinto, and he was ahead of Albon, Behrman, Bortoleto, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Lawson, Perez, Alonso, Bottas, Lindblad and Stroll.